beauty of this trade is Charlie will short and short and short, and then we make another high, and he says, okay, I give up. And he gets stopped out within a couple of ticks. We said 97 and a quarter. You know, let's use that as our target. You better take profits now and go to any high, but that's probably a good place because of timing. And it's a good likelihood we'd come back and test the middle of this bar, the breakout. But we said we have to undo that shelf at 93.75 first, take something there, and then that opens the door for the 92 to 91 test. And this basically is now testing this original high. And theoretically, this 90 and a quarter, 90 and a half will need to hold for now. That's our angel RTH. So that needs to hold. But we've already had a nice pullback. So anybody who has shorted that saying, you know, better odds, lunchtime contra, because that's from high to low. This area has got to be a powerful idea, no matter what charts you're looking at. There's a retest, but clearly the 98 has rejected, and this trade potentially could come back the long way home trade and come back and test that 87 and 86 even, you know, back in here where this came from. If that gets taken out, then we can go to any day low. So, you know, that would be the long way home trade if it continues in this direction on any bounces, comes back this way. So, in my opinion, probably late longs, you need to knock out traders' profits. You need to see them evaporating. And the traders who didn't let that go, all of a sudden their day's profits are starting to wane. And now they have to make a decision. What do I do here? My goodness, you know, how do I turn a winning trade into a loser? So it's my opinion based on a little bit deeper chart. However you want to put this, that this low is still a key support right here. This is a nice retest. This is it right here. This break right here. This is the trigger. Remember we said you got to get by this bar right in here. And that opens the door. You can see it. This opens the door, bang, come back and get our test of our breakout area. And this previously was our resistance zone this morning, and we said, you know, probably the long side is probably going to have their aggressive support right back here, this 90 and a quarter area. So the next few minutes will give us a lot more information, but certainly anybody that took profits, decided to take a short, anybody that did not play and had not had any losses and wanted to try a short at the contra time, made out like a bandit. This is a great trade. And you can see this is an idea of fast up turns into, you know, fast down. Because no support is really built up in this trade. So just by knowing where our measured move target was gave us a huge edge. And when Charlie's fighting this and we said, no, right now it's hot, let it cool off. You know, here's your IB high, right? Right here, you made a 1 point higher high. Here's your IB high, and then it reverses and comes right back in. There's no follow through from the IB high. This is the turtle sticking their neck out saying, okay, breakout, first out, bang. Whoops, that's all right, I'll be okay. 94 will hold. That won't give way. This is a good trade. I'm gonna average in. I'm gonna get 1505, 1502, whatever. And all of a sudden, you know, the bleeding starts. That's the whole idea of timing, is understanding the power of having the right trades at the right time. And nothing is sacred in this business. Forget moving averages, forget math, any of that. If you're wrong, just take your stop out, go to the sidelines where you can think clearly. is a prime target to come back in and retest right in here. You want to take and put it on a 5-minute chart, put it on a 5. You can see it was your break right here. You know, come down and fast move down. So theoretically, long side wins big time, but this long way home trade is now eating into their profits. And the shorts, to really win this battle, need to come back and take out this area right here where this launch came from. Until then, longs are still in control. So in a move like this, what do you want to do? Obviously, take profits if you're short. If you're long and your profits are getting diminished, how can you ever get into a trade that was a winning trade and then wind up being a loser? I said, I think we could come down and test back into the 80s. Don't know if we'll get this 87, 86 possible, but we're a lot closer to it than when we started. So this is the idea of flipping your mind wrong. Okay, let's try a contra lunchtime, and then let's see where we come back to. And then once traders are trapped up here, you know, we had our 96.5 demon. That's in control for now. Coming back in and testing our original, you know, close area, that 89, 90, 75, 91 area. We're testing that right now. So this is a beautiful example of a reversal. It's still just a contra in the day until we take out the low. But it's a nice solid trade that has this as its trigger, breaking down at 93.75 and then coming back and potentially, before we're done today, if we get a little bounce and it comes back through, come back in here, try to come back and test this low right in here. But I say right now you should be peeling something out. If you played a short, you should be on a trailer and see if there's anything left in here. What time is it? 1 o'clock. But probably the high of the day is in. And if this trade completes, then it will be nice to come back in and test into this 88 area and anything else you can get. And this is what we call the long way home trade. Because you originally thought, well, maybe we can come back in and test in here into, you know, that 87, 86. Instead, you know, it jams, and then it comes back. So anybody that has gotten a good, healthy slice of this, put it in your pocket. Don't let it get away trying for the last 1 or 2 points. You say you could be just as guilty as the guy up here who wanted to get 1,500. So right now, probably as resistance, the best resistance I can think of beyond obviously the high of the day and the high of the week right now. Let's look at this one right here, because this is your demon. Right here, that's resistance for now. And support back in here. So this may become a chop zone right in here, I don't know. I would think this could become a chop zone. Time will tell, but there's a really nice pullback.